What's going on, man? Another day, which means I have more free picks for you. In today's video, I have 4 free NBA props for you that I love a ton. All I ask before we jump straight into it is number 1, hit the like button. Let's try to get this video to 50 likes. And while you're down there, also hit the subscribe button. It helped me out a ton. And now, since you've done that, we can jump straight into it. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the Discord that you see on the screen right here. Because I give away free value every single day in here, dropping every single play that I put in myself for completely free. I don't charge anything for it. I give it all away for completely free. All you have to do is go down to the first link in the description or down in the pinned comments, and you'll see there's a link to the Discord. Hit join, and you'll get in for completely free, no strings attached, and you'll get these plays every single day. We had another profitable day today. Not a huge day of profit, but we did have a little bit of profit. And that tops us off to be making a ton of money through April so far, putting us up over 50 total units, which is unheard of when you're betting 1 unit per bet. Most pro sports bettors are lucky to make 15 to 25 units in a month. We were up 50 this month, been absolutely crushing it, and that's pretty much all it is. Go get in, it's free. I give recaps every single day. If we have a losing day like we did not today but yesterday, I'm going to tell you about it. I don't hide from my losses. Same thing with winning days. I'm going to show you how we won, and then I'm going to give away free picks every single day with long write-ups so you know why I like what I like. So go lock this or go join up. First link down below. I promise you it's worth it. You can see all the winnings and post your wins, people winning. Literally every kind of bet you can think of is in here. And you're going to see guys winning. You can go on forever and ever. Now, the best thing about this Discord, though, in my opinion, is in funded wins here. You can see, here's 2 winners from today. I posted these in here, and it's on a site called Player Profit, where I didn't have to risk any of my own money. I didn't have to risk any of my own money, but I still was able to make money sports betting with a way bigger unit size than I normally would be able to bet with. So, the way it works is go click the first link down below after I explain it, and I'll explain it real quick. It's going to be the first link below, though, like I said. So all Player Profit is they sell bankrolls from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, and the only risk to it is the initial price that you have to pay. You can pay $1,000 to get a $100,000 bankroll, and that's what I've done, and it has completely changed the way I've been able to sports bet, and it's completely changed how much money I've been able to make. So how it works is you buy it, and then after you buy it, you got to pass 2 phases. So Player Profit knows that you're profitable. They know that you know what you're doing. And once you've done that, then you get your funded account, and you can start using this $100,000 to bet or whatever bankroll you choose. So say I chose the $100,000. I can bet anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. And the way you pass these 2 phases is you got to put in a minimum of 20 picks. And in those 20 picks or more, you've got to hit your profit target of 20%. So you got to turn the 100,000 into 120. And once you've done that, you go to phase 2. Do that one more time. And once you've done that twice, you've proven to Player Profit that you're profitable. And then you get funded. And you can actually use this money like it's an actual sports book to go bet on whatever plays you want. Now, the best thing about this, though, is that if you join the free Discord, this is what all my followers have been doing. They come in here, they tell all my plays every single day, and that is what helps them get past phase 1 and phase 2, and then they get funded, and they can just start making tons and tons of money. The only catch to this, I know you're probably wondering, is there a catch? This is way too good to be true. Yes, there is a small catch, but all it is they take 30% of the profits, you take 70%. So if you win a bet for $1,000, you take $700, they take $300. But the great thing is, you're able to bet with such a big bankroll that you're going to be making a ton more money anyway, so that profit split doesn't even matter much. Just make sure when you go sign up that you use my code BBETS, because when you do, you're going to get 10% off. You can reuse that code as many times as you want. Every time you buy a new package, you can come down here, use this code, get 10% off. BBETS, it's going to be linked down below. I promise you, go get in the free Discord, start telling these plays, and start making a ton of money every single month betting on sports. Now, with that being said, though, we can jump into the first pick of the video, which is going to be Luke Kennard to go under 6.5 points plus assists. As you can see, he's under this mark in 4 out of his last 5. He's under an 8 out of his last 10. And then when you go to last 20, it gets a little bit bad. It's only going under at a 50% rate. But the reason why he's been going under as of late a lot more is because he's not playing very many minutes. He is projected, I'll show you right here, he is projected to play 13 minutes in this game. And when he plays in this minute range, what you see is he really just doesn't have a ton of opportunities to make shots. So if we put him between 10 and 16, just to put him in that range, he is under this mark in 6 of 7 games, averaging just 3.86 points plus assists, which is obviously exactly what we want to see. And also, you can look here and see that in head-to-head games, so far in the series against OKC, he is under in both of those games as well. So this not only looks really good when you're looking at it from the minute perspective, but also when you're looking at the fact that in the first 2 games of the playoffs, he is under this mark both times. So go lock this one in, under 6.5 points and assists for Luke Kennard. I absolutely love it. Now for my second pick, we're going to be rocking with MPJ to go over his PRA line at 21.5. So the reason I like this so much is because in the playoffs, star players tend to go over their lines a lot more, and he's already going over this line super consistently at a 78% rate on the season. So that number one is the biggest reason I like it. But when you add in what he's projected to play in this game, what you're going to see is he's projected to play 31 minutes, and when he plays in this minute range, he's an absolute beast. So let's put him in this minute range, 28 to 37. And what you're going to see is he is over this mark in 89% of games in this minute range, averaging 27.8 PRA, going over in 9 of his last 10, 4 of his last 5, and 16 of his last 20, averaging well above his mark at 21.5. And another thing that I like about this is against small forwards, the Clippers actually aren't the greatest defense. They allow the 4th most points in the entire NBA and the 11th most rebounds in the entire NBA. So the matchup obviously isn't the best ever, but it's also not that bad for his position. So I'm locking this in all day long, especially since he's gone over in this minute range against the Clippers 4 times in a row now. So if I were you, I'd go lock it in. I absolutely love it. This game should be close, so he should get all the minutes that he's projected. And as long as that happens, I see him going over this mark pretty easily. So that's my second pick. Now for my third pick, we're going to be locking in Scottie Pippen Jr. to go over 10.5 points. This one is extremely simple. First of all, he just went over against Oklahoma, OKC. He had 13 in this game. And the reason I like this is, look, in 2024, he's only over in 49% of games, but I think the books have this line a little bit messed up because they're not taking into consideration his minute projection. So the spread is only 8.5 in this game, which means it's supposed to be closer than the first 2 games, which means he should get a little bit more minutes. So let's go ahead and let's look at what his minute projection is. His minute projection is 31, and just look at what happens when you look at what he does in 31 minutes. So let's put him between 28 and 34 to put him in that range. He's over this mark in 18 of 18 games, averaging 15.6 points per game. This is why I'm saying this line is way, way off. I know he's playing the Thunder. I know they have a good defense. But you can see right here, when he plays in this minute range, he is over this mark both times against the Thunder, and he is over in 18 out of 18 games. When he gets in this minute range, he goes over this point mark regardless of how good the defense is, and this is why I like this pick so much. So this is my third pick. I absolutely love it. And now, real quick before I give you my fourth and my favorite pick of the day, I want to remind you to, number one, go join the Discord. Get these free plays with write-ups underneath them every single day. Every single bet that I place on the day, you're going to get it in this Discord. I promise you, if you tail in the long term, you're going to make a ton of money. And then also, don't forget that you can go bet with another person's money and make even more money because of it on Player Profit right here. Just go get yourself a bankroll. It's going to be linked down below. It's one of the best opportunities that I've seen as of late when it comes to sports betting. I use it every single day. Makes me so much more money. Use code BBET to get yourself 10% off. Going to be linked below. I promise you it's worth it. Now, for my last pick of the video, it's going to be Jalen Duren to go over his 24.5 PRA line. And his last 5, he's over in 3 out of 5. Last 10, 7 of 10. Last 20, 15 of 20. And then on the season, he's over this mark at a 56% rate. But like I said earlier, in the playoffs, key players play more minutes. And Jalen Duren, during the season, only played about 28 minutes a game. But in the playoffs, he is projected to play around 33 minutes a game, and that makes a huge difference for his over. So let's look at what he does when he plays 30, I can't remember, what was it, 33, 29 to 37 minutes, somewhere in that range. He is over this mark in 81% of games, and look how many times he has gone over in this minute mark. I can't even tell you how many times that is in a row. That is 15 games in a row he has gone over this mark, going over in 90% of games in his last 20, averaging 30 PRA in these games. So like I said, the minutes in these playoff games have been making me super profitable because the books have stuff a little bit off, and this is another one of those picks that is the case for that. So go lock this in. I absolutely love it, especially since in his last game against the Knicks, where he played in this minute range, he went over. Go lock this in. Jalen Duren, I can almost guarantee it's going to cash unless he gets into foul trouble. Go lock it in. Those are my 4 picks. Hopefully they all cash. And until next time, let's all go print some money.